Hello and welcome to another video by R Trades. In this brief video, I'm going to talk about why I think you should be using the smallest prop firm accounts. I'm going to show you a few different prop firms across the industry: Tradeify, TopStep, Apex Trader Funding, Top One Futures, and Take Profit Trader. I'm going to show you they all kind of have basically the same price schemes depending on the coupon codes that you use. I'm going to talk about why I think you're better off using the smallest accounts. And before we get into it, guys, I want to thank you for joining me. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on X. Guys, I'm an affiliate of Apex Trader Funding. If you want to try Apex Trader Funding, all you need to do is enter code RTRADES on the enter coupon code section. It's going to give you the best discount that Apex Trader Funding has available at the time. Okay, guys, with that being said, let's start with TopStep. TopStep is one of the longest running and I think most reputable prop firms that is out there. They have three different options: the 50K, the 100K, and the 150K. Which one do I think you should be purchasing? Even though I'm already trading 150K, what do I think that as a beginner trader, or anyone, but as a beginner trader, what should you be purchasing? I think you should be going for the 50K account. Here's why. Number one, it's 1/3 the cost. Obviously, it's $49 as opposed to $149. But it's not only the initial cost, it's the cost of any potential resets. To reset a 150K account costs another $149 and another $149. And more likely than not, you're going to be resetting your evaluation account multiple times. So you can have 3 resets for your 50K account for every 1 reset that you can have for your 150K account. So it's both the initial cost and it's the cost of resets. Now you may be wondering, don't I still have to pay the activation fee for any size account? And that's $149. Yes, you do, but you saved $100 going into the 50K. So again, I think overall, just a better, assuming that you're going to have to reset it a few times, you're saving money going for the 50K. Now let's talk about the profit target versus the maximum loss limit. All right, so as you can see on the 50K, the profit target is $3,000 and your maximum loss limit is $2,000. So that's a 3-to-2 ratio. As soon as you go to the 100K account, it's a $6,000. So now you've doubled your profit target and your maximum loss limit is 3. So notice instead of a 3-to-2 ratio, now you have a 2-to-1 ratio, which means that the profit target is twice as much as your drawdown. All of a sudden, your challenge has become more difficult. The 150K account, now you have to make 9,000 fake dollars and your maximum loss limit is only $4,500. So it's a 2-to-1 ratio. Now, notice that the profit target from the 50K to the 150K has tripled. All right. But your maximum loss limit has not tripled to 6,000. You only get 4,500. And I promise you that when you're trading an account and it says you can only hit or exceed the 3,000, you're going to be very discouraged when you hit that 3,000 daily loss limit. So just assume that it's really 3,000 with a soft breach. It's really not. It's 4,500, but I'm just telling you psychologically. So overall, I think you get the best bang for your buck. The best value proposition comes with the 50K account. Now, let's say that you want to scale up bigger. TopStep allows you to trade 5 express funded accounts. So you can just buy multiple accounts. You can buy 3 50Ks for the price of one 150K. So that's why moving forward, I'm going to be sticking with the smallest accounts. I'm going to save money. It's going to be easier to hit the profit target, and the profit target to max loss ratio is better. You can still trade 5 contracts, which is more than enough. Okay, Tradeify is another prop firm, and it's pretty much going to be the same. The only difference is that they offer an advanced account and a growth account. The advanced account is a drawdown mode intraday, which is less trader or customer friendly. The growth account is drawdown mode end of day, which is more customer friendly. TopStep is drawdown mode end of day, which is the most customer friendly. All right. Okay, so on Tradeify, the 50K account is $69 per month. Assuming that you have a coupon code for 30%, that's going to bring it down to $48 a month. You get 50 micros, so you get enough size to trade. Your trailing max drawdown is 2,000, and you need to make 3,000. Again, on Tradeify, we can see the same 2-to-3 ratio. cheaper to get resets, $45 resets, which is about in line with Top Step. It's actually a little bit cheaper. And the activation fee on Tradeify is a little bit cheaper than it is on Top Step. Okay, so you are going to be at about $48 a month, which is about the same as Top Step. The activation fee is a little bit cheaper than Top Step. The reset fee is a little bit cheaper than Top Step, and you get the same 2-to-3 ratio. Whereas notice on the 150K account, obviously it's going to cost you a lot more, and the reset fee is more. But it's a 2-to-1 ratio. You get a $4,500 trailing max drawdown, which is intraday calculated on the advanced account, and it's a profit target of 9,000. Okay, so again, you get a better drawdown to profit target ratio on the 50K account. It's going to be the same, except that there's now a soft breach on the growth account. So your trailing max drawdown for the 50 is 2,000. The drawdown mode is end of day. Okay, the drawdown mode is end of day, which is more customer friendly, but they do have a soft breach. So overall, I would stick with the advanced account and just don't have large intraday drawdowns. But that's just my opinion. Again, you can see the same thing. They don't have an activation fee on the growth account though, so you are saving money if you pass because they don't have the $125 activation fee. So with a 30% coupon, you're at about $100 a month, which is not that much more than the advanced account, and you are saving on the activation fee. Okay. Again, the 150K account, get a little bit better on the growth account, a $5,000 trailing max drawdown, which is a little bit better. So it's a little bit better on Tradeify than it is on the growth account than it is on Top Step. It's not quite 2-to-1. It's a little bit better than that, but the cost is a lot more. Okay, now let's talk about on Apex Trader Funding. We're going to see something similar here, which is it costs, okay, $25,000 Apex Trader Funding. This is actually the best profit goal to drawdown ratio that you're going to find on the market, which is 1-to-1. You get 40 micros, and your profit target is 1,500, and your drawdown is 1,500. That's going to be the best drawdown to profit goal that I have found, which is 1-to-1. And you still get more than enough contracts to trade. You only have to make 1,500 to pass, and you get a full 1,500 trailing drawdown. So you are still going to have to pay the activation fee, which is going to cost you some money, but it's a lot easier to pass. So $25,000 is the best drawdown to profit goal on Apex that I have found in the industry. I would recommend that. All right. Let's go over to trade day, and assuming that you're wanting to trade the cheapest accounts, it's going to be about the same on trade day as with every other prop firm, although it's a little bit more expensive. 40% off is going to bring you about in the same price range of where the other accounts are, about $40 a month. Intraday, so you get an intraday evaluation is the cheapest, $2,000 max drawdown, 50 micros. That's way more micros than you're ever going to need to trade, and it's a 2-to-3 profit target. So you can see that we're about the same. Trade day, actually, however, I would really avoid the 150K intraday evaluation because the trailing max drawdown is 4,000, and you've got to make a $9,000 profit target. We actually saw back on Tradeify that it's a 5,000 trailing max drawdown to make 9,000. So the ratio is better on Tradeify than it is on trade day. So if I'm trading trade day, I think 2-to-3 ratio is the best I'm going to get. 40% coupon brings me down to about $40 a month, which is about in line with the competition. I don't know if they have an activation fee or not. If you're in the comments, please let me know. But I would be sticking probably, how much more is the end of day a month? I'd probably go with the end of day, or I might just go with the cheapest one and do the intraday if it's not that big of a difference. I don't agree that this is the best value, the 100K intraday, because trailing max drawdown is 3. It's a 2-to-1 ratio from drawdown to profit target. You get a better drawdown to profit target ratio on the 50K. All right, Top One Futures is a new prop firm. They've got a 25% consistency rule on the funded, which I don't like, if I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think that's very customer friendly, especially after you've already passed a challenge. On Tradeify, the straight to sim funded consistency rule is 20%, which is a lot. I mean, that's not a very customer friendly rule, but you are getting a straight to funded account. It's 35% on the growth account. Apex Trader Funding, the consistency rule is 30%. No consistency rule on Top Step. So if I'm looking at top one futures, I don't like that 25% consistency rule, but there's some other things I don't like as well. The 25,000, the daily loss limit is only 625. There is no daily loss limit on Apex. Again, no daily loss limit on Apex. Top one payouts are 14 days by default unless you pay for anytime payouts, bringing you up to $44 a month. Apex is going to be cheaper than that. It's about $30 a month. So I don't really like top one does not have the most friendly customer friendly rules, I think. In my opinion, I'm not saying don't try them. Go ahead and try them, but I think some of these rules are not that customer friendly. 14 days payout, or anytime if you pay an extra fee. I don't necessarily like that. Activation fee is $149. That's pretty stiff. That's Top Step's fee. The activation fee for Tradeify is $125, so it's a little bit cheaper. Again, if you are going to be trading on top one, notice that the profit target is the ratio is 2 to 3, and it's actually a little bit better. On this is one thing I noticed about top one is they keep that same ratio of drawdown to profit target, so a little bit more customer friendly in that sense. But I don't like that daily loss limit's only 625. Apex doesn't have a daily loss limit. So I would probably stick with Apex's 25,000, to be honest. That consistency rule is not as friendly. You've got to pay a bonus if you want to get anytime payouts, or you have to wait 14 days. 14 days is quite a bit. The activation fee is still $149. So I think they could do a little bit better on the customer friendliness of the rules. I'm not saying they don't pay out or anything like that. I'm just saying I think the rules could be a little bit more customer friendly. Take Profit Trader, you are going to see pretty much the same thing, which is you should probably be trading the 25K. Here's why. Your trailing drawdown to profit target is 1-to-1, which is the best in the industry. As soon as you go up to 50K, you're back at that 2 to 3 ratio from drawdown to profit target. So I don't know if Take Profit Trader has an activation fee or not. $150 a month is pretty stiff. I think you would need a coupon for this to trade this. I'm not sure how much it would be with a coupon. You do get 30 micros, which is good, and you don't have a daily loss limit. So this is kind of more customer friendly. I kind of like the idea of trading with Take Profit Trader. These rules are a little bit more customer friendly. 1-to-1 trailing drawdown to profit target, and you get 30 micros, which is better than Top Step. And you can trade on Tradeabate, so you can trade through TradingView. You can get 5 accounts on the Pro accounts. No maximum withdrawals. Some of the let's see, they have a comparison between them and other prop firms. Number of trading days to a Pro account, 5 days. Minimum days until first withdrawal, 0. That's better than Top Step. Withdrawal process is immediate. You get account resets on the Pro accounts, which that's interesting. $130 fee is about in line with the industry. It's a little bit cheaper than Top Step and Top One futures. So I think Take Profit Trader might be something that I try on the 25K account. All right, guys, this has been Our Trades back here with another video. Basically, in this video, we did a little bit of a comparison between some of the different prop firms that are in the industry. Some prop firms have more customer-friendly rules. I think Top One futures, I'm going to be honest, these don't seem like very customer-friendly rules with the consistency on the funded account, 25%. That's pretty low after you've passed a challenge. $625 daily loss limit. Again, that's pretty low. That's pretty low. You only get 10 micros, 1 mini or 10 micros. That's lower than Top Step, because Top Step you can still, no, I'm sorry, Top Step is 5 contracts, so that's better than Top Step. Trailing max drawdown is 1,000, and it's It is calculated at the end of day, which is customer friendly. $1,000 trailing drawdown to make 1,500. That's not a 1-to-1 ratio. Notice that on Apex, it's you get a $1,500 drawdown to make 1,500. So Apex gives you that 1-to-1 ratio on the 25K account, which is the best in the industry. Take profit trader, it's 1,500 trailing drawdown for 1,500 profit target. That's the best in the industry. Although this account seems like it's more expensive. You don't have a daily loss limit on Take Profit Trader like you don't have on Apex. So I'm not seeing the advantage of trading with Top One. You have a $149 activation fee, which is the same as Top Step. It seems pretty expensive. I think Top One could do something, change some rules to be a little bit more customer friendly. To be honest, I don't see why you would trade with that firm right now with those rules, and you got to pay extra to get. I'm not saying I'm not going to try it. I'm not saying that I'm not going to try it, but it doesn't seem like they have super customer friendly rules in comparison to some of the competition. All right. With that being said, guys, I appreciate it. I'm hoping that Top One is something I want to try it. I mean, it's a new firm and I want to try it. I just feel like they could change some of these rules to be a little bit more customer friendly. All right, guys. Please make sure to use coupon code RTRADES. Again, when you buy an account, enter coupon code RTRADES just like that in your affiliate link on Apex Trader Funding. Enter coupon code, all one word, RTRADES, and get the best discount the site is running.